Hi everyone, this is Spearlight here, and today I'm going to be talking about was the Switch 2 really revealed? And we'll be talking about that today and just an overall what I think of this, if it is a reveal, quote unquote reveal. And I'll let you give me my, I'll let you know my thoughts, and also let me know what you guys think of this video, and let me know if you guys also think that this is revealed and if this is really the Switch 2, or if you guys think it would look different or sound kind of similar. But let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it also pushes in the algorithm. And also, I want to see a discussion down below if you guys think that this is a Switch 2 or not. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Over the past few days, we've been getting a lot of Switch 2 news and just overall leaks, just because of the marketers, or whatever you call them, the convention people or whatever, who that got their hands on this, and because they want to showcase the Switch 2 if it really is the Switch 2. And I don't know what Nintendo's plan is here, because like, if this really is a Switch 2, why would you give other people a Switch 2 to market for it, but yet you haven't even revealed the thing on your own channel? Like, I don't understand this logic here. I don't understand it. But I guess it'll have people talk about it more, and then they'll release it, and then everyone would be like shocked and everything. And I guess they want more of the public to talk about it more, and to like have people hype people up, or it could be that, or this could not just be the Switch 2 at all, and we're just getting fooled at this point. I don't know. And so I also wonder what you guys think of this, because I personally do really think this actually is a Switch 2. Honestly, I think this is what it would look like for the most part. I do, because it has multiple buttons, and on the Joy-Cons, you can tell that they have bigger buttons. What I love so much, if this really is the Switch 2, what I really love about this design is that it looks bigger and it looks more comfortable to be in your hands, because a lot of the times when I was holding the handheld mode in Switch, for the regular Switch, after like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours at a time, like playing it straight for 3 to 4 hours, my hands started to like hurt just from having it in my hand for so long, and it really did start to hurt, and it started to dig into my skin a little bit, and it just hurt. So I hope this is a lot more comfortable to hold after long periods of time. And I also do really think that they're making this console a tiny bit bigger just for those people that have bigger hands, because like me, I needed the Joy-Cons to be just a little bit more bigger. Because also, what I really like about this design is that if you look on the back, instead of those little like ZL or whatever the back, like SL or whatever you call the back buttons, the top back buttons are on the back of the remote, on the Joy-Cons, like on top, and like where you attach them to the Switch. But they have those little 2 buttons on the top to like drift in Mario Kart when you're using one singular Joy-Con. But that was so tiny. I could press it, but it was so hard. I had to like, for me, my hands personally, I had to like dig into the Joy-Con with like with my wrist, and I had to like dig into the Joy-Con to even press the button. And so I think the buttons were just a little bit too tiny for those people that have bigger hands, and for us adults, we have bigger hands. For little kids, those are perfect for their hands, because their hands are tiny and they can press it. But for us people that need like that need to have bigger buttons because our hands are bigger, we need to have bigger buttons. So I think this is perfect for other design, because the buttons on the back seem to be like 10 times more bigger, and I love this design so much just because of that. Also, the Switch design also seems to be magnetic. Now, people may be like, well, if it's magnetic, then how's it supposed to like attach to the Joy-Con and actually have a firm grip in the Switch to have it not like fall apart? Well, because it's magnetic, but it also is going to like attach to it firmly. It's not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to detach it, just like yank it. You can't just yank it off or whatever. Just you can't do that, because there's a button on the back. If you look closely on the Joy-Con, there's a button on the back of it, and it's just like the regular Switch. You press the button and you detach it. So there's of course going to be some kind of a click when you put the Joy-Con on the Switch and handheld, of course it's going to be like a click sound, and it's to have your Joy-Cons fit in there more firmly and not like detach whenever you move it or whatever in handheld. So I think that's really good. I also think that they're doing a really good job. Now, even though their console's being leaked out, what I will say is that what they're really doing a good job of is they're keeping their games hidden. They are not being leaked or anything. They are doing a really good job at hiding on what their games are. Because for me personally, I mean, I don't really, it's not that big. I mean, I do wish that they would reveal it instead of leakers revealing it. And it's kind of a letdown because I want to see it for the first time ever. Just ever, from them, seeing it first from them, just from not leakers, but I want to see it from Nintendo themselves, so for the first time ever seeing the console. But in the same time, it's like console. It's gonna be. I mean, it's not really that much different than from the Switch One. It's just gonna be a much upgraded version. That's pretty much it. Maybe there may be some different, like a couple of differences, like maybe the capture mode, like the C button that everyone's been talking about on the Joy-Cons. And there may be that feature. There may be a couple more buttons on this Joy-Cons or the handheld. I don't know, but there may be a couple more buttons, a few more buttons. But other than that, they haven't shown the UI, I don't think, and then they haven't shown the game, so that's good. But, I mean, I personally would wish that Nintendo revealed it first and not the leakers, but at the same time, it's just going to be a much upgraded version than the Switch One and with a few buttons and that's it. But I'm really hyped for this console, honestly, and I really do think that this console is going to literally do good. I think it may actually do better than the Switch One, because I think this may be the one to break good console and then a bad console and then a good console and then a bad console, like sell-wise of Nintendo consoles, because the NES did really well. Then the SNES it sold well, but then the SNES did a little bit worse on the sales. Then the N64 did good, then the GameCube did bad, then the Wii did good, then the Wii U did bad, then the Switch did good, then just to be done with all the good console then bad console thing. I think that's just gonna be done, and I think this is gonna sell really well if they keep the momentum going. Once they break the momentum, then that's pretty much where you're gonna probably lose people. But in the same time, I'm gonna be hyped throughout this whole thing. I'm always hyped for a Nintendo console. I personally love the Wii U and the GameCube, even though those consoles didn't really sell well. I grew up with the Wii U, so and the Wii, but I love the Wii U. Wii U is a peak of a console, and even though most people don't really think that, but I personally think it is. But it had some of the best games ever in my life that I've ever played, and they're so good. But for the Nintendo Switch 2, I really do think this is the design that they're going for, and I do really like how they're like taking some of the criticism of the Switch 1 and making it better. Also, this seems to be like a little bit bigger of handheld of a console, just because I think this is good. Just because we wish there's like almost half of an inch or whatever of the screen on the Switch, not the OLED, but the regular Switch. There's like half of an inch of just screen not even being used there. So I think they're gonna go for the OLED type of size of a screen, maybe a tiny bit bigger, but I really love that they're going for that. And I also hope that this is OLED. I know it may cost a little bit more, but I hope this is OLED, just because it would give that a more modern look. I feel like it would be a little bit more better of a console if it had OLED on there, because I may get a monitor with an OLED screen on it, honestly, but but other than that, I really hope that this has an OLED screen, and I really do like what they're doing for this Switch 2, for the Joy-Cons and the handheld and everything. And also, the dock mode. I want to talk real quick about the dock mode. Yes, this is I think this is going to be a 4K dock mode, and I think it's going to be 1080p 60 FPS for the handheld, but like I think it may be 4K 60 on the dock mode. And so that's all I needed. I don't really care for more than 60 frames. I'm fully fine with 60 frames. Now, if you're a person that plays with like 240 frames or 360 or 440 or whatever, you may see a huge difference and may not like 60 FPS. But 60 FPS should be the norm by now. I wish it was like a little bit more than 60, but other than that, I'm fine with 60. I'm content with that. But other than that, I'm hyped for this console, and I really do think it will sell just as well. or even better than the Switch one. So I really do think that they're gonna release a Mario game, the next 3D Mario game with the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2, because it's been 7 to 8 years of having Mario Odyssey. It's been that long, and I really hope that they release that, and I really hope that they release Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart X or whatever you want to call it. I really hope they release that like winter of this year or like whenever. I really hope it's within the first year of the Switch too. So I hope they do that. And yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys think this is a reveal of the Switch 2, or if you think it's just a sort of a model copy of it, but with a few differences that's not really going to be on the Switch 2. Let me know if you guys think it is real or not. I want to hear your thoughts, and let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, let's go!